Hi guys, 14th Prime here, back with another custom review. And today we're looking at the Transformers Studio Series Dark of the Moon Sentinel Prime. Now this is a figure that I've actually been meaning to review for probably about a month, or at least a customer meaning to review for about a month. And every single week that I was going to do it, something else came up to where I needed to review something else. So finally, we're doing this. We're finally doing this one, which I'm actually excited about. And because I actually also painted the truck mode for once. And so what I did in truck mode actually is that all of this black here, I painted down. Painted all of the silver parts, all of this up here. I painted little headlights there and a little bit of gold there. Like, it isn't a ton in fire truck mode, but I think it really helps because the original Studio Series 1, which I will have an image of right there, was just very plain. Like, there was no paints really. Like, everything was just gray. It was pretty boring. Which this one, if I can also find an image of this, is based on, I did some of the colorations I did based on the actual real life truck. So that's why there's some little hints of gold here and there. It's because the truck actually has those. But yeah. Overall, too much. I didn't really bother painting the rims because on the real life truck they aren't even painted, so I didn't really feel like doing it. And then all this is pretty much accurate, so I didn't really bother. Like, I could have done more up here. Like, I was gonna paint all these silver, but it's really hard to hand paint rounded pieces, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So yeah, before we get into truck mode, let me go ahead and go over paints since I totally did not forget or anything. So for silver, of course, we got the usual flat aluminum. See there. Used regular black. For the gold, I used gold leaf. The more metal colors we'll be seeing later, gunmetal. And finally, a little bit of red. Which, if you've seen any of my Studio Series custom reviews, you'll know that at least gunmetal and flat aluminum are in like all of them. They're never not in one of these videos. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get Sentinel here in his robot mode. And in robot mode is a lot of changes. just to go ahead and get out of the way. On the right here is a comparison photo with the original. So you can kind of see the original was very plain. I did a good bit to him. Let's go ahead and start with the head. So I'm just gonna... All I did for the head is pretty much I painted some little bit of red cheeks there. All of the silver I painted the eyes a metallic blue, which, granted, I will admit, I do actually like the silver that they used originally on the face. It just kind of works a bit more. It's just that I couldn't paint this up without messing up that silver, so I had to paint it the silver I used to match. Oh yeah, anyways, painted some silver up here and going down his head. Of course, all this back here is gunmetal, and also, is all this back here like the back of Studio Series Optimus Prime's head? It's probably not. I'm just, delusional, but it just really looks like it. Anyways, as for the chest, a lot was done. A lot of gunmetal, gold, silver. Like, most of my a lot of my bigger changes are the upper body, whereas the lower body doesn't have too much. And you can see some gunmetal here, silver and gold, some red there, and a little bit of gold and silver in there. And of course, all the unpainted gray plastic in a robot mode, not vehicle mode, but in robot mode, was painted gunmetal to match. The abdomen section, I painted some gold in there. Painted some flat aluminum gold on the thighs. Of course, gunmetal again. On the sides of the legs, I actually dry brushed over this with some flat aluminum. And I painted the entire side here red because for some reason it just stopped right there. So it was just the front of the leg was red, then you got to the side part and it was just gray, and that looked ugly to me. Then the feet, I painted some silver there. paint a little bit of silver in there. And the entire thing I actually also dry brushed, which part of the reason I dry brushed it is just because it adds some extra detail. And the other reason is because the red I used, as you can see, doesn't really match up with the plastic, and dry brushed, it kind of hides it a little bit better, though not perfectly. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, and then his sword, I did nothing to. Okay, look guys, the DNA one's coming out. Do we really want to bring up that sword? I don't need to paint that when the DNA design sword is coming out, and I'm going to just end up putting those two little pieces behind him on the shelf or something. But yeah, overall, this was not really as difficult as my other Studio Series Optimus Primes, like the, especially the Studio Series 32 Optimus Prime. That one was painful to paint. This one really wasn't. It did take me a good bit, but for the most part, it wasn't like insane amounts of detail. But I am still very happy with what I did because I think it looks pretty fantastic. So, yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I need to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'll check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages linked in the description below. And you can also check out the Infinisun Discord server, also linked in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.